Hello, everybody. Welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm trying to get ready. And by the way, thank you. Anonymous sent me the most beautiful sets of nails. Thank you so much. I don't know who you are, obviously, but thank you. I love these. So thank you for that. So I did nails and what have you, and I tried a new moisturizer this morning. If you're watching this on replay, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are there, and you can just pick and choose what you'd like and skip ahead. So you don't have to listen to me jibber jab. And I'm sorry for everybody in the chat who's going to have to listen to me jibber jab for a minute here. So I'm trying to get ready, and and I had a shower, and I tried this new moisturizer, and then I waited a while, and then I went and put on my makeup, which is mostly powder, blush, powder, foundation, powder, blush. And it turns out that the moisturizer I was using did not sink in at all. So the whole thing turned into this blotchy mess. And I got a lot of it off, but now I look like Pippi Longstocking. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, we'll just do this. Right. And because I'm Pippi Longstocking today, apparently. So hi. Thank you guys. I don't actually remember that story. I don't remember actually like what she did. I know her look. She was a fashion icon, but I don't know what she actually did. So oh boy. All right. So anyway, 10% of my income from everything black and orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country, and that's an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. And put your question. To ask me a question, just put your questions in the chat. In the hour before I go on, and then during the live stream, anything in all caps is how you communicate with me. Other than that, please just type normally. People have whole conversations and are really supportive of each other. So, yeah. I don't actually have another hair tie in here. I'm going to go grab one. I'll be right back. Okay. So, oh, good. Thank you, guys. Which way was this thing going? It was going this way, maybe? I don't remember what I was doing. All right. So anyway, I've got your questions from today. Most of the questions are fairly heinous. Oh, okay. Trillium Tarot. Pippi is red-haired, freckled, unconventional, superhumanly strong, able to lift her horse one-handed. She's playful and unpredictable, often makes fun of unreasonable adults. Ah, cool. She is the daughter of a buccaneer captain and has adventure stories to tell about that too. Her 4 best friends are her horse, her monkey, and the neighbor's children, Tommy and Anika. I like it. All right. Well, this is what we're doing today. Because anyway, all right. From Wikipedia. All right. So, yeah, yesterday I was supposed to. I'm so behind on so many things. Yesterday I was. Oh, where to start? I'm supposed to have the list of live streams for the week up, but I didn't have the graphics for this week. But after what happened, I ended up yesterday when I should have been making that graphic. I ended up kind of neck deep in suffragette images from 100 years ago. And yeah, I think I'll be using those quite a bit from here on out, at least for a while. So anyway. And I'm using the Housewives Tarot today because power to women. So, all right. 3 million years in. Okay. 6 minutes in. Let's start here. We're going to start with Ukraine and Russia. I have got to highly recommend Hal Sparks this morning. He was going through Twitter, watching the videos from the Putin's stupid Putin Palooza in Moscow, and and he was running just joking commentary. I was dying. I couldn't. There were parts I had to pause. I couldn't breathe. It was so funny. So I highly recommend that. It's just this morning. Matter of fact, I think it still might be going on, or it just finished. So, but anyway, so that will give you some humor today, which you're going to need because we're looking at some really nasty stuff here. However, we're not starting with something nasty. We're starting with something good. Ukrainians are rebuilding cities at a breakneck speed. The markets in Bucha already opening to feed the people. They are literally just rebuilding. It's like as soon as the Russians are gone, people just going in and just voluntarily, they're just cleaning up mess, putting things away, starting to rebuild, starting to repaint, there are markets that are already opening. Will this grit and determination be what determines the outcome of the war for the Ukrainian people? Is the question. I would say that's a definite yes, but let's have a look. I was on Stephanie Miller this morning, Michelle is saying. Oh. I don't know Stephanie Miller off the top of my head. Squeeze, squeeze, block, Pippi, long stockings, braids curved up. Can I do here? There, sort of. Okay. Oh, Electra Storm, I am so sorry. Bless you. Bless your mom. Bless your family. Bless. Okay. So, 8:45. Ukrainians are rebuilding cities at a breakneck speed. With the markets in Bucha already opening to feed the people. Will this grit and determination be what determines the outcome of the war? Yes, but let's have a look. I really wanted to get this window open too over here, but I have to put the desk down to be able to reach it properly. But I was trying to do it and I knocked over, and I think the yarn tarot is now, the box is like behind the cat tree and chunk. Yeah, magician. Oh my gosh, this reminds me. This reminds me. Oh my gosh, I've got to share this. Oh well, no, I won't share it with you. I'll have to look up the link. Somebody did Photoshop. Well, it was actually special effects on the Russian parade. and they attached things to the tanks, like um, like spoils of war. And my favorite was the washing machine they had strapped to the front of a tank. Like, and then there were some toilets piled up and like a Russian flag sticking at the top. There are flat screen TVs on the sides of the tanks, and then there's a guy they to the inside, and he's driving the military vehicle, and they have they put all of these stolen phones across the dash. It was amazing. Hello, Aiden. I hope you are feeling better. Goodness. So definitely on Twitter, do look for that. That was, we always have time to make fun of authoritarians, don't we? Okay, I have a little racky do. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Yeah. Racky do. King of Swords. We like them. They're excuse the term, they're badass. They are. And we're just like, yeah. King of Cups. Six of Swords. Page of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Oh yeah. They're being supported by the West for equipment. But other than that, this is just, do not mess with Ukrainians. I mean, I think if there's one thing we've learned from all of this, do not mess with Ukrainians. And they are. There's, who would have thought that Ukraine would have been able to stand up to the, in theory, full force of the Russian military? And Ukraine's just like, yes. They're amazing. It's an amazing spirit. Amazing can do. Never say die. Amazing. Claudia is saying in Poland they threw red paint on the face of the Russian ambassador. They said, well, it's just paint, but still. Oh, man. All right. Let's move on to the next question. Thank you for being here. All right, at 13:30, 13:15, 13, let's say 30. Oh, okay. Apparently, I guess Putin, this is not literal. I'm saying this must be what happened, but it's not. Trust me, it's not. I'm trying to make a semi-joke. So I'm guessing that Putin hired Kellyanne Conway because the Russians are saying that Russia preventatively rebuffed the aggressor. Preventatively rebuff the aggressor who hadn't attacked you. Prevented. It's like alternative war. What the heck? So he's declaring that the Ukrainian war was solely preemptive during his Victory Day speech. He also stepped up bombing near Odesa. Is there going to be increased activity? Because now, because there's information out there that Russians around the country are being conscripted. They're being sent letters that they must join the military. But I haven't seen the big news outlets pick up on that. So I'm I'm not really sure about that yet, but preventatively rebuffed the aggressor. Yeesh. Okay. But some people were expecting Putin. They were afraid he was just going to flat out declare war in Ukraine. He was going to do this, that, or the other. He didn't do that. So or is he going to keep on keeping on, or is he going to ramp things up now? Or he was able to save face as much as that psychopathic troll can. High Priestess. The secret syrup. Secret syrup. The mysteries of the universe are sweeter than you know. Oh, with grade A butter. I love this deck. Stephanie Martin says I'm back. Stephanie Miller is on Political Voices Network. Oh, okay. Thank you. Exactly. All right. Ace of Swords. Yeah, you started it. That's what that is, Spiff. You started it. Four of Swords. And it didn't go so well. Six of Pentacles. Oh, this parade today. Ooh. Look at the pretty. Everybody gets a cookie. Eight of Cups. It's a lot of work. A lot of emotional turmoil. Six of Wands. Oh, to try to get your victory. So he's going to redouble his efforts. He's going to yes, he's going to, we are going to do this now. As opposed to, so what's different now? That was what changed in the last week? I think. He's awful. And he's going to lose. Okay. Preventatively. Oh, God. All right. 18 minutes in. We have Gretchen's question. 18 minutes in. Will Putin create any false flag incidents inside Russia to increase support for the war? So Putin, false flag. I know, let's bomb our own people. I'm tired of trying to bomb the other people. They keep defeating us, but we could bomb our own people and they'll never fight back. Or like with Trump. Oh, the kitty. Like with Trump, it was, we'll bomb the cartels in Mexico. No one will ever know. Exactly. Those kind of missiles, I'm sure they can't be traced. They won't leave a single clue. So, Putin bombed everybody else. You're going to bomb your own people too? Empress. Well, that's the card for Ukraine. Ace of Swords. Seven of Wands. Tower. Queen of Wands. Seven of Swords. It doesn't feel like it. It really doesn't. He doesn't need a false flag operation at this point. I mean, before he did the big push up front, he could have used something like that, but now he really doesn't need it. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump the microphone. And it doesn't feel like it. Mostly it's it isn't. He started it, but the Ukrainians are not only, stealing his lunch money, they're at this point, they're cleaning the toilet with his toothbrush. I mean, it's just, You're going to lose. This is the tower. The minute she moves, it's going to be gelatin gazpacho everywhere. And this is the Queen of Wands saying, now look what I have to clean up. I'm not getting false flag for what it's worth. Hello, Ken. Hello, everybody. Hello, Erica. Okay. 21 minutes in. Martin had a question. Do the weapon, maybe it should be weapons, do the weapons from the West come early enough and enough numbers so Ukraine can hold and repel attack on the Donbas? Let me see, is it just one? Okay. All right. Will Ukraine be able to repel the attack in Donbas? I just get very, very loudly, just big. Putin will lose. Putin is going to lose. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. Ha, ha, ha. You're going to lose. If you go out in the woods today, it better not be in Ukraine. Will Ukraine be able to repel the attack? Donbas. Queen of Wands. It's really loud. They're trying. This is the Russians doing their horrible things. 7 of Swords, 9 of Cups, 6 of Swords. Well, this is someone with a weapon traveling, leaving. Right here, 9 of Cups. This is all the stuff from the West. So, yeah. I mean, this is a thief card, so they tried to steal Ukraine or Donbas. The Ukrainians have a ton of weapons, and this is someone with weapons having to leave, and I don't think it's Ukrainian. So, okay, I need to close that door because the TV is too loud downstairs, but it's going to get too hot in here, so I need to open this window. And the only way I can open the window is if I lower the desk first. Okay. I do not have the amazing super strength of Pippi Longstocking. Now, in order to lower the desk, I have to move some of the stuff that's sitting here. So 3 hours later, 3 hours later, I can't do the voice properly. All right, you're just going to have to go where? Here. You're going to go here because you're going there. That's that. All right. And going down. First floor. Ow! Do move the lipstick first. Okay. Don't knock over the coffee. Oh, I'm glad you guys don't hear it, but it's distracting me. There's a problem. I'm sorry. All right. Window. Okay. Okay. Air. All right. Air is good. All right. Don't knock over the coffee. That would be bad. All right. Third floor live streams. All right. Do I just go down one? I think I need to go down one. Yeah, Boo Boo. Boo Boo's an old hat at this. Okay. It's that kind of day. Oh, so much better. I hope the noise is, it's kind of windy, so I hope that, let me know if the noise is bad from the wind. But going up, exactly. No, Menti says I'm not hot from the workout. Exactly. All right. $26. All right, we're going to come into domestic stuff. I'm going to have to tell you now, some of the domestic stuff is pretty gnarly. And the energy is awful. So, big hug. You're not alone. We're in this together. Okay? Oh, I woke up the kitty. Whew, okay. So at 26:30, Kyle Smith had a question. 26:30. What is the outlook on gay marriage in the wake of Roe? Is this the next GOP target? Oh, Kyle, if he's even coming back, he got quite annoyed with me. Because apparently he kept asking about gay marriage in the wake of Roe, and I wasn't asking the question or answering it. I asked Sarah too. She didn't see it in the chat. I didn't see it in the chat. Maybe it was in the comments, but I didn't see it, and it's definitely something I want to read on. So I don't know who said he's never going to come back, but I'm not slighting anybody. So, gay marriage in the wake of this garbage. Boo Boo's cleaning this stench of Putin off of him. Putin energy. Outlook on gay marriage. What I keep, Pamela, please go back and read Ian's comment. Hi, 50 of us here swam a mile in the North Sea today. Wow. To raise money for Ukraine, we raised 5,000 pounds. But now I know what a polar bear feels like. Can't feel my private parts are below. Oh, thank you for doing that. Thank you, Ian. Thank you. And I hope you thaw out well. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, we're asking about gay marriage. It's stupid. You try to take women out of the workforce. You try to knock LGBTQ people out of the workforce. What you end up with is a much more sluggish economy. You have a lot more poverty. There is no going back to 1950s, 1955. It's just not happening. Thank you, Ian. 10 of Swords. Yeah. Okay. We're back. We're getting into the gnarly energy. And by the way, anybody who would even think for a minute that I don't care about gay rights, my nephew, oldest nephew. Okay. Why I adore him. He's fantastic. I love him. Why would I not care? What? I mean, I care about people in general, but I don't, anyway, Star, 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, Lovers, ultimately, and I keep saying this, ultimately, things are going to not only come back to where they are now, they're going to get better. They will. It just doesn't seem like it right now. And things are going to look, they're going to get gnarly for a while. I think for a year, maybe 2, we've got to just hold on to each other, vote, protest peacefully, some good trouble. Oh, leave some cleaning going on in the background. So this 10 of Swords, it's coming. We know this nastiness is coming. As a matter of fact, I sent, where is it? Russia's rebuilding cities, and GOP calls for the Supreme Court probe, sets off alarm bells. Yes, because they have their own internal thing, and you don't want the DOJ involved. That's it. Another leak indicates Supreme Court set to overturn. Less than a week after the draft majority opinion was leaked, the pending decision appears to have been confirmed by yet another leak. The Washington Post reported Sunday that as of last week, the 5-member majority to strike Roe remains intact, according to 3 conservatives close to the court. The Post story focused on the waning influence of Chief Justice John Roberts, who reportedly favors effectively gutting Roe instead of overturning it outright, and is apparently still something. This is a screen capture. So I guess this is, the Washington Post has got the information on this. So, yeah, that's what's coming. Things are going to get thrown back to the states, but we will get through this. The Republicans are going to find that they are, things are not going to be. I got yesterday, I got the 3 of Wands. I got this card and this very strong feeling of Republicans passing, or rather knocking things back to the states, creating all this awful stuff, and then these idiots standing there like, okay, we're going in the midterms now. Let's just watch all those Republican votes just roll in. This is going to energize our base. I don't know if it's going to energize your base. I guarantee you it's going to energize ours. Guaranteed. 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 I do it all the time. What do? Just reach to my right. Ding. My voter ID right there. So, yeah, it's coming. But it's not going to be forever. It is. We are in this shift between Pluto in Capricorn, which is about status and about hierarchy, moving into Pluto in Aquarius, which is about equality. And that's what's being. That's this shift in energy between the two. This is where it's shifting. It's going to be all about equality and hierarchy versus hierarchy. Hierarchy versus equality. They're not going to win because we are moving out of all that Capricorn energy. We're moving out of the energy of hierarchy. But Pluto doesn't even begin going into Aquarius until next year, like March. I want to say it's March. It might be February. And then it will go into Aquarius and it'll retrograde back out. And then in 2024, like toward the end of the year, and then in 2024, it goes back into Aquarius and just is there for the next 15 or 20 years. So we're going into a huge age of Aquarius energy, which is going to be very much about equality. There's hope. The star card is ultimately about hope. The Republicans, this is not doing them any favors. They think they're going to we're going to get our people up and motivated and out there, the people in the cult. And the reality is the 9 of Wands, like in the red or white deck, this is the guy standing there with that wall behind him of wands, he is beaten up. He's on, beyond on the defensive at this point. He's just trying to hang on. And the Lover's card, you've messed with people's where their reproductive rights intersect with we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men and women are created equal. And this whole life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, life, not life of maybe, life right here. This will not stand long term. It won't. But it's going to get ugly for a while. And they're going to try to go after gay marriage. They're going after contraception. They're going after the most basic stuff. Old Spirit Art says, how interesting. We all chose to be here for this. Big picture. Some nervy folks we must be. All my life I had this, I even said, I remember growing up saying, I feel like I'm here to witness something. So, Mystic Empress Diana is reminding us that Aquarius is also other people's children. Rowan says, basically, SCOTUS ruled that privacy is not established in the Constitution. Yeah. Oh, someone leaked your draft? They didn't respect your privacy? Gosh. Family Bryant, reproductive rights and get the heck out of our bedrooms. Yeah. Herbert Hart says, if Roe is overturned, the main reason to vote Republican will be gone. One of them. But they're gonna try to turn this into a fight that Democrats are going to take this away from you now that we've saved all the blah 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 blah. Ace of Wands. Yes, far right taking the initiative. Their wands in their hands. Hello, sweet pea. How you doing? 6 of Wands. Victory. Lovely. Ooh, everybody can look in and see how clean your house is. Because that's what I live for. 5 of Wands. Oh, so much for a housewife to do. Chariot. Yeah. Page of Swords. This feels like good trouble. Knight of Wands. Oh, and they're going to fight back. Yes, it's going to be women's rights. It's going to be trans rights. It's going to be gay rights. It's going to be... They're coming after... If it's progressive, they're coming after it. But... Oh, that's a good point, Jen Glenn. Will women's voting rights be on the chopping block too? Let me grab that. Pause that. All right. Take care, Gretchen. Be safe. Yeah, the deck is hysterical, Diane. Here we go. There's Jen's question. The next question isn't real fun either, but we're going to get through this and we're going to get through it together. All right, at 40 minutes in, Will women's voting rights be put on the chopping block too? James Tippin says, come to Christ. Is that the blonde hair, blue-eyed Christ who says, yes, my child, go buy your automatic weapons? Oh, Betty Harper. That's good man. Mystic Empress Diane says, a boss gave me that deck in a baseball tarot years ago. Baseball? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Women's voting rights. 41. I have got quite the pin coming this week. This week? I don't know. Soon. Hopefully, but soon. I got a Votes for Women pin. And I got this bird. It's a pin, but it's a bird, which was a suffragette symbol, I guess, because down the back it says Votes for Women. And it has November 6th at the bottom, which was the day that that was the big push back in 1920. And my birthday is November 6th. So I was like, oh, come on. I have to have that. But yeah, like I said yesterday, I was up to my eyeballs in the suffragette graphics and things. So you'll be seeing that in a lot of my graphics coming up. Votes for women, but it's not just women. It's matter of fact, there was at the time back in the 19-teens, there was an argument being made that women needed to vote. Women needed to be involved in government because they would clean it up. Ten of Swords. Yeah. Yep. Short-lived, though. It feels very short-lived. Two of Pentacles. King of Cups. Four of Cups. Well, the other thing is, if they're really going to go after people for, especially if they're going to try to make anything retroactive, like it sounds like they were trying to do in Louisiana, like they may be trying to do in Louisiana, you're going to just clog the courts. You can't have an IUD? Really? What, you're going to make me take it out? Nine of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Women's voting rights. Oh, they're on shaky ground. King of Cups. This is Biden. And Biden will have none of that. And Dr. Biden will have none of that. Thank you very much. Four of Cups. This is these idiots not listening to cups are the more liberal ideas. No, we're not going to listen to anything about that you're saying. Nine of Pentacles. We're sitting pretty. Yeah, you're actually not. You're trying to take things away from women to be sitting pretty. You're actually hurting yourselves. You end up going from what you think is sitting pretty to having a lack of funds. You're shooting the economy in the foot. You're ruining your relationships. Frida Smith. Now I have Suffragette City from David Bowie in my head. You know, have you listened to that song? I mean, like, if you actually sat down and listened to the lyrics, because it's not nice. It's not a nice, to me, it's not a nice song. Oh yeah, these women think they've got all this stuff, but I take what I want, and those are the lyrics I read. So this is gonna hurt. But actually taking away women's right to vote, well, straight up, what you will probably see, you know, they're already doing a lot to try to limit voting, period. Mystic Empress Diane says, before 1975, women needed permission of the husband to get their tubes tied. Yes, and that's not just then. Their place in the country, you still have to get that. You still have to, your husband has to sign off on it too. I'm not kidding. Frida Smith, that's why I thanked you. Okay. Hierophant. Government. Oh, looking in where they shouldn't. Remember that jerk who worked on the border, the southern border, who was tracking girls' cycles? None of your business. Six of Pentacles. Oh, we got what we wanted. We got our little control treats. Oh, think of the sweet, helpless white babies. They're not dolls. They're people. And they yes, and so are their mothers. Ace of Pentacles. Strength. Four of Swords. I don't like this. I don't like the energy. Ace of Swords. Okay, I'm not liking this energy right here. This Four of Swords. It's usually the guy. It looks like a guy laying there, in a tomb. It's not actually a guy. It's a statue of a guy on top of a sarcophagus, but it looks like a guy. And it's usually silence. It's quiet as a tomb. And swords are quite often legal things. Can be legislative messages, air signs. So yeah, so why is the Two of Wands in the deck the card of communication? I don't know. I didn't make it. Anyway, women's voting rights. Ace of Pentacles. I think that's going to be it. It's going to be a tougher sell. Go to kitty. This strength is scouring pads. Scrubba soap pads. Greater value, 12 pads. Shines aluminum fast. This is giving women less of a way to, depending on what state you're in, because then you just say, the state says, well, this has been voted on in our legislature, our state legislature. So, oh, well, you don't like it, move. And this is, but people are still going to try to fight this legally. It's going to be a mess in the courts. I don't know what these people, I don't understand the level of cruelty. It's like, this is like, Michelle Sutherland saying, I've had a bad feeling this will be the last stop on the crazy train. This in the January 6th select committee hearings will be the last stop on the Capricorn crazy train. But what was I going? I was going to say something. I can't remember. Okay. All right. At 50 minutes in. Mississippi. Oh, God. Mississippi has the highest infant mortality rate in the country. Its foster care system is part of a long-running federal lawsuit over its failure to protect against abuse. The governor signed into law a bill that will criminalize abortions, even for pregnancies resulting from incest, because, quote, that accounts for less than 1%. How I don't, oh, that's what I was going to say. This is that double back speak garbage. Letitia James talks of, Letitia James is racist. What? If you bring up the topic of race, that means you're racist, because I don't think about race. Therefore, I'm not racist. While I put forth all of these things that will limit the voting and power, and it's this double speak, it's like a double back projection ish. But in Mississippi, right, Rowan, it's less than one. That's less than 1% of them. What is this jerk's name? I had it on my phone. I did, because governor, there it is. Rolling Stone has it. GOP governor won't rule out criminalizing IUDs. Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves, that's who it is. It's this jerk. Take a good look. Tate Reeves. He's a brick. I mean, seriously. Some people you read on, and they weren't raised any kind of new age beliefs. They weren't curious about it. They maybe they're not very spiritual. Maybe they weren't. Maybe he has whatever relationship he has with blonde hair, blue eyed, long haired baby Jesus with the beard. But reading on this guy, he has a sensitivity of a brick. Some people I've got to kind of ask, it's like an energetic. I just look, if you're a public figure, I can reach out my energy and just check your energy field, because we're all connected. If it's a private citizen, then, I'll just, if it, at worst, I will ask their guides. It's like, hey, do you mind if I read here? And they know I'm not going to leave an energetic mess. So they're like, yeah, okay. That's the sense I get. This guy, energetically, I can stand right next to him. I can be standing right next to him. I could like, I don't know. Was he wearing? He doesn't. Oh, he does wear glasses. I have this feeling like I could go up to his glasses and go, and he, energetically, that's what I'm doing. And he's, and empathy, nada. Zippo. Holly and Friend says Reeves made the rounds of the Sunday political talk shows. He got shredded by the hosts. Good. I got 2 cards for the reading. I got the Six of Swords and I got the Ace of Cups. Yeah, there are going to be some problems. He has this idea of, well, this is the law, and if you don't like it, you can get out. You know, like Clarence Thomas said, you need to get over it. Ian McGrath, Autumn, I could imagine off live chat, you could swear for 3 minutes nonstop and not use the same word twice. Oh, I have. Oh, I have. I like, I know 2 rude words in Dutch. I throw those in too. Ace of Cups. This is standing up. This is a liberal energy. That this is the standing up and saying, hang on there. I know. Pamela Bryant says, I'm glad these are not retroactive laws. I don't want to go into too many details, but when Sarah was talking about yesterday in Louisiana, that was like within the last day or two. We know somebody in Louisiana who got a phone call. Basically, you told your doctor back at this point that you were pregnant, and we don't have anything on file about follow up. What happened about that? That happened. Now, James says, not going to lie, I'd love to see you go all Kirsten Langston. If only I could. I will never be as cool as Kirsten. No, there's no way. You can't get there from here. Nobody is cooler than Kirsten Langston. Strength, King of Pentacles. Oh, yes. I guess Chet is going to go out and mow the lawn in his suit. 5 of Swords, 6 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Yes, we're going to make everything. We're going to have this victory. Yeah, and you're going to have one heck of a burden on your hands. It's going to clog up the courts. It's going to... States are going to go bankrupt trying to even just fight off all of the cases of wrongful death. I mean, it's just going to go on and on but it's not going to go on forever. It is not going to go on forever. This is going to blow up in their faces. But people are going to be hurt between here and there, and that's what makes me crazy. LC, love my pups. HIPAA. Doctor has no right reporting this physical things about a lawsuit. Yeah, here's the thing, though. If it's this person was on Medicaid, something like that, I forget what, but it had to do with state-run healthcare. They shouldn't have been able to get hold of the information, but they did. And they're making a list and they're checking it twice to see if you're going to go to prison because you've been naughty or nice. Speaking of, okay, here's a happier thought. Tell me what you think. There was an article that I got a kick out of. Still trying to understand exactly what happened. CBS News. Man caught on video using a stolen lawnmower to cut a victim's grass. There he is. Front and back lawn. A Texas police department is asking the public for information on a man accused of stealing a lawnmower from a property and using it to mow the victim's lawn. Marcus Hubbard is wanted for the burglary of a building, according to the Port Arthur Police Department. He was caught on security video burglarizing a home last month, the department said on its Facebook page. According to police, Hubbard took a lawnmower from the home without the owner's consent and mowed their front and back lawn. When authorities arrived, Hubbard is accused of fleeing the area and bringing the lawnmower with him. He later left the lawnmower in an alley and evaded arrest. The Port Arthur Police Department has asked the public to report any information on the incident. Those who call the department tip line will be able to do so confidentially and could be eligible for a cash reward. So someone broke into your garage. Oh my gosh, what did they take? Well, nothing until the police showed up. Well, what do you mean? Well, they took out your lawnmower and they mowed your front and your back lawn. And they only left with your lawnmower when the police came. I want to know about the lawnmower. I need to look at the lawnmower before we go. I need to get out of this icky energy for a minute. What the lawnmower? What was going on? I don't get it. So, is he really a burglar? Was he? Joliet says, I hope he trimmed the bushes while he was at it. Exactly. Pamela Bryant, so much a random act of kindness. Broke into your garage because you really wanted to mow your lawn? Al Menzies says, sorry, I'm confused. Was the grass really long? That has not been reported by the police. There's a video, but I don't know if it looks okay, but maybe he had already mowed that part. See, Torino thinks maybe a bad case of OCD. But Arbor maybe was just tired of the nasty yard. Yeah. So what's going on with the lawnmower? Was he really trying to steal, burgle, or was he what? Seriously. Why'd you mow the lawn, dude? Kevin Brazil, HOA, run amok. Exactly. Seven of Wands. Clean, clean, clean. King of Swords. Oh, he's determined. He was determined to mow that lawn. Yes, he was. He was going to mow that lawn. Sick Empress Diane, are you single? Me? Yes. 10 of Cups. Okay. 7 of Pentacles. Fruits of labor. The sun makes the grass grow. Queen of Wands. I'm guessing some kind of neighborly dispute. Autumn, she meant grass. Man, sure. Mystic Empress Diane says, had a guy mow mine because he liked me. Oh. Anna says the grass must only be so high. This is a party. This is a happy family, but this is a party card. And this is someone trying to make everything work. Ah, thank you, Ian. It's very sweet. 10 of Cups. Maybe it was a partier. This is fruits of labor in the sun. And this is a Queen of Wands going, look what they did. How much damage did they do when they broke into the garage? That's what I want to know. But I'm getting neighborly disputes. And I want to know how much damage was done to the garage, because if it was just one of those things where they managed to pop the garage door open and then they got the lawnmower out and they mowed the front and back lawn, I know people who would be like, oh, hey, need some lemonade? I mean, not me, because I get freaked out by stuff like that, but oh boy. All right. Terry Solaris says maybe he thought they never used the mower. I know, exactly. It's like, hold please. Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah. This in this deck, this card always throws me, because this is the insult to injury card, and this is cutting out a pattern. This is what I don't. But anyway, okay. Joanne Mara says, is this an episode of Mayberry? Or FT? Yes. Dave says they probably left the garage door open. It's a nice neighborhood. There we go. Okay. I guess we'll go back in the nasty energy, but that was, I got such a kick out of that. Really? All right. I think it's very warm. Okay. I'm going to turn this on. Get my little fan out. Let me know if this is too loud. I will turn it back off. But right now I'm going to put this right here. Oh, got a little air coming through. All right. Hang on. There. Is that too loud? Let me know, please. Almanzi, yes. Barney Fife will get the answers. Exactly. Okay. Oh, I'm afraid I don't do personal questions. It's just political stuff. Sorry. All right. 108:45. 109, basically. Okay. 109. So the GOP is demanding the DOJ launch a probe into the SCOTUS leak ahead of the findings of the court's martial, which is a blatant blurring of the separation of powers. Will the DOJ cave to their demands? Thank you, Pamela. Okay. So the DOJ must get involved. The DOJ is in a different branch of government. Kevin says, if Garland moves on this, I'm officially over him. You and me both. Seven of Swords. Oh, it's a thief card. I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you, shocked. Nine of Wands. Three of Swords. Oh, was your privacy invaded? Because your privacy, considering it's mostly men on the court, obviously your privacy is important. Hierophant. Did you guys see SNL during the news segment on SNL where they had the Step for Justice? Just do your 9. Just do your 9. Yeah. Shockwave. Anyone have a sane state I can move to? Texas here. I'm in Illinois. So thank you, Evelyn. That's it's actually going to go up to 85 today, and I don't have the AC on, but okay. Page of Wands. So DOJ, huh? That's the government. So you think you can just do what you want, but someone leaked that draft. So you want the government involved. Ace of Pentacles. Republicans saying we must do this. Page of Wands. The marshal. It feels like the Supreme Court, the marshal, he can, or she can, I imagine it's a he, because the makeup of the Supreme Court does not give me much hope. There's the marshal for the Supreme Court is a woman, but anyway, the marshal, it feels like the marshal has got it. Like, I got it. Sit down. Ian McGrath, the Windy City. Yes, indeed. Only it's windy on Lake Michigan. It does get windy here, but actually, I find I had more storms and things to deal with up near Minnesota. It's just the heat coming off the city itself, and it will sometimes dissipate storms before it hits us. And but yeah, you go downtown Chicago. I can't remember the last time I was in downtown Chicago where it wasn't windy. So wind comes in off the lake, and it gets the Benui effect. Wind goes faster when it's going through a more constricted space. When it's moving through a more constricted space. Is that Benui? I can't remember. Anyway, that's what's happening. So, yeah. Deborah Murphy says, do not come to Kansas. Yeah, I'm afraid that's... I have to agree with that. Yeah. All right. Ian McGrath, serious question. When you were in the UK, did you go to Scotland? No, I have not. I've not been to Scotland, but it seems really beautiful. And I love the accents. I know there are many, many different kinds when I can understand them. My ex's father was actually from Bristol, down in West Country. And when he got going speaking, I literally had to, there were a number of times I had to say, I am so sorry. I honestly do not know what you just said. And he'd laugh. On by an artist down in Bristol. 1:14:45. Cindy Lou has a question. An interesting question at that. Is Florida a Russian outpost? Russians seem to own a lot of property and businesses in Florida. Might explain why Trump wants to be there. Are there oligarchs living in Florida? Well, we know that's yes. I mean, there's an oligarch who bought that McMansion from Trump and they paid like twice what it was worth. So yeah, there are definitely oligarchs in Florida who run money through Florida. Oh yeah, but how much of the state do they own? All right, let's see. Thank you, Brenda. Snow Wolf says, sorry, I'm scared of tornadoes. They're pretty scary. Yeah. If the sky ever goes bottle green, seek shelter. Seriously. People say that tornadoes sound like a freight train coming. So it's like, oh, you can just listen for that. And the tornado that went right past me, you couldn't hear anything because the rain was coming down so hard. It was pounding so hard you couldn't hear it. A real train could have gone right in front of me and I wouldn't have heard it. It was so loud, just the rain. So yeah, but when the sky goes bottle green, it's really scary, and I mean it looks like a totally unnatural color. So. Fruits of labor. Oligarchs buying stuff up. It's not actually fruits of their labor, it's fruits of the Russian people's labor. So how compromised is Florida by Russian money? 9 of Cups. Yes, Al Menzi, money laundering at its best. We need more Calgon. 3 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, they've got influence because they've got some money. 7 of Swords, it's a thief card. They shouldn't, but they have a lot of money. Some politicians might be getting some sweet deals on some things. And here we have a thief card. They're there. They're a force. They're not, it isn't Moscow on the Atlantic, but yeah, that's what I'm getting there. But yeah, there are plenty of oligarchs and oligarch money in Florida. Okay. 11830. 1830. Thank you guys for being here. I so look forward to spending time with you. Thank you. Okay. Oh, you boo boo. Oh, you're a good boy. Oh, there's a baby boo. It's a good kid. 11845. Cindy Lou. Oh, this was I had the idea of a Fun Friday questions, and nobody had any suggestions until there was this one. And so let's have Cindy Lou's question. What's the hottest post-pandemic fun or leisure activity this summer? You know what? I'm going to do that last. Yeah, I'm going to do that last because that's fun. Let's do that one last. Let me get through these other couple of questions. Okay, so Dion Neely had a question. Let's see here. Okay. What is the real reason Rachel Maddow is no longer on MSNBC Nightly? The real reason. Do you think maybe she isn't working on other projects? People are discussing the various merits of different English accents. Well, Alas, when I went to a British school in the Netherlands when I was a teenager, I was going to school with ambassadors' kids. So, yeah, the only accent I can do even halfway decently is like obnoxiously posh. That's all I got. Rachel Maddow. For some reason, she doesn't necessarily like me reading on her. She's okay with it, is what it feels like, but she's not ecstatic. She's worked so hard to build her credibility that anything that she cannot be associated with this kind of energy. Two of Pentacles. She can do whatever she wants. She doesn't need the money. Death card. Five of Wands. Hermit. Ace of Wands. Was it a couple of years ago that her partner Susan almost died, and she was so shaken by that, understandably. And it feels like it gave her a pause even then of, what is my legacy going to be? What am I going to leave behind? And that, and then just going in and talking about the stupid things the far right was doing. She was trying to come to grips and get maybe a slightly new perspective, but kind of withdrawing a little bit. And now she sees some of this other stuff going. So she wants to make sure there are other, she begins her show with a story and explaining the background of something, and then gives the news about it. She wants to make sure there's some other stories told. She wants to make sure there are some other things out there that people are aware of, that she pushed forward. So it feels very much like what she said. Only I think she's more rattled by what happened. Right. Jennifer Johnson says, I heard Rachel's doing different projects like podcasts, more freedom and variety. Yeah, I think there's some of that, but it feels more like she's more rattled than she's been letting on, and she's thinking legacy now, and she doesn't need the money. So she wants to make sure she tells some other stories that she feels like need to be told. So yeah, she wasn't sick, but okay, 124. Oh, this is fascinating. All right, in Texas, apparently in Texas, the laws are you can't garnish someone's wages. At least that's what it said in the article. You can't. Okay. So in Texas, a debt collector can and occasionally will legally petition for a bank to relinquish the debtor's money from their accounts to pay the bill. Basically, you go to an ATM or you go check your balance and your account is empty. Because Texas needed more ways to seem completely unfair. Grass says, and anyone knows Nicole Wallace is wearing her wedding ring again after 18 months. I don't miss a trick. Really? Oh, I wish her well. Oh boy. So this is the thing, huh? Just emptying people's bank accounts. And apparently, like the woman they were talking about in the article, part of the money in her account was child support. Child support money. Took it. King of Cups. That's not Abbott. That is not cruel King Abbott. Two of Swords. Oh, that's quite the decision. It cuts. Ace of Pentacles. Big lumps of money. Four of Swords. And legally, you can't do squat. That's what that feels like. So yes, this is going to continue on for a while. Kevin Brazil says, civil forfeiture for no reason is old news. Ah! I hadn't heard of that before. Just seemed ridiculously cruel to me, but oh wait. It's a shame. I mean, I lived in San Marcos. We used to go, when my parents would visit, would go driving out in the hills, and there was a restaurant there that we used to go to all the time. I can't remember the name of it. But it was lovely. But it was around Austin, and you'd run up against just basically the MAGA crowd back before they were the MAGA crowd. So Kevin Brazil says, it will shock you, not just Texas. Oh, yay. Yeah, your child support money, we're taking that too. 127.30. 27.30. Mexico and the U.S. have agreed to divert some northbound cross-border traffic from Texas to New Mexico. Mexico and the U.S. have agreed to divert some northbound cross-border traffic from Texas to New Mexico in retaliation for the inspection program implemented by Abbott. What are the ramifications for Texas and Abbott? Thank you, Eileen. Blocks. It feels like start, stop, frustration. Seven of Cups. Illusion, delusion. Devil. Six of Cups. 10 of Wands. Yeah, getting stuff through because Abbott's being awful. And so he snarled everything up. And New Mexico is like, oh, okay. Thank you, Old Spirit Art. Karen Brazil, at your convenience? What is that? What does that refer to? Something? Oh, anyway. Oh, Belma's Mama says Nicole Wallace married Michael Schmidt this year. Oh, that's nice. All right. Now we're going to go on to the last question, which is a little lighter. 130. I don't have any idea what this will be. This is the Black and Orange channel because it's named after the colors of Halloween. I look like a sun? Well, today I kind of look like a sun person because my makeup went haywire. So it like stuck here and here, but not here or I had to wipe it off here and then part of the blush. And so at the moment, yeah, I'm looking very sun-kissed, but so what is the hottest post-pandemic fun or leisure activity this summer? What do you think? My brain immediately went to like state parks. Big state parks. Just you can be around people or you can be away from people. You can be in nature. You've got choices. Hottest post-pandemic fun or leisure activity this summer? Thank you, Linda. High Priestess. Well, coming out from everything that's hidden. As long as you do it smartly. Do keep yourself safe. Long COVID, not fun. Three of Pentacles. Something not too expensive. Two of Wands. Six of Swords. It feels like local travel. I'm going to guess state parks. I think people are some people will avoid like water parks. They don't want to do that, but and of course there'll be some people who'll be traveling like overseas and stuff. But I'm getting money's tight, but it'd be nice to get away and see something new, but a little bit of nature, but not roughing it too much. And yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a let's all go to a state park. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate hearing it. Trust me. It never gets old. Trust me. All right. Well, that's going to do it for me. It is 1:47 here in Chicago. At 4 p.m., I will be over on the Book Art Media channel to do 4 creative sprints. You're always welcome. Bring your creative projects. Can be absolutely anything, any craft, any creative thing. We just focus on our projects for 25 minutes at a time, and then we just encourage each other for 3 minutes. I don't make any money from it. It's not monetized. There aren't many of us, and but it's a good way to get me getting some creative work done every day. So you're always welcome. Other than that, guess where I will be tomorrow at right about the same time. Right here. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. You're not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. There are. I know it's going to be gnarly for a while, but there are good days ahead. Better days. All right. Hang in there. Take care. And I'll see you later, or I'll see you tomorrow.